Pika pika!
In the southern Kalos Savannah, extreme temperatures create specialized thermophilic biological populations. Litleo possesses a thermoregulation mechanism through its fusion heat tuft. Territorial instinct begins to sprout from simple defensive reactions against alien species. Their early life is an organized predatory learning cycle, guided by mature females. Coordination between members optimizes the success rate of the hunt in an open environment. As confidence grows, the individual begins to engage in risky, independent experiments. Defensive reflexes from the ground type are a formidable biological obstacle for fire-type Pokémon. The pride's protection is the final survival shield for immature individuals lacking experience. In the hierarchy, unauthorized separation threatens collective survival and demands punishment. Solitary life forces the creature to transition from impulsive hunting to ambush tactics. The first success confirms the adaptation of a new behavioral structure in an isolated environment. Restraint is a sign of a nervous system approaching full maturity. Pyroar emerges, asserting its status as a new apex fire type on the Savannah. A new territory is established based on strategic observation and the power of the roar. The heat from a mature fire gland easily evaporates any defensive efforts from mud. Demonstrating power is the optimal way to minimize unnecessary direct conflict. From a tiny spark in the pride to its own sun, Pyroar has completed the epic of independence. At 3,000 meters, silence isn't peace. It is constant biological vigilance. Kirlia acts as the early warning system, scanning for psychic fluctuations within a mile. But the herd's survival relies on Gardevoir's ability to perceive time itself. Suddenly, the timeline bends. The sensory organ detects an imminent catastrophe. She isn't seeing the present, but witnessing a tectonic collapse 5 minutes away. A neural command is broadcast. Evacuation is immediate and absolute. Bypassing safe trails, they navigate a future map towards a dangerous bottleneck. This living tank is agitated by deep subterranean tremors. Blinded by rage, the predator becomes a lethal, immovable blockade. Direct confrontation is suicide. Its armor is biologically indestructible. Gardevoir calculates trajectory and gravity, seeking the cliff's structural weakness. As death charges forward, the Guardian chooses precise intervention over brute force, not aiming at the beast, but targeting the fracture point of fate. A calculated impact triggers gravity to neutralize the threat. With the path cleared, the herd reaches the sanctuary just in time. Suddenly, the prophecy is fulfilled. The seismic event obliterates their old route. The line between life and extinction was merely seconds apart. Processing future data exacts a heavy toll on the present body. In this brutal wilderness, survivors are those who listen to time's whispers. Gardevoir, the silent biological guardian of secrets yet to unfold. Innate strength is sometimes a curse, lulling the owner into arrogance. When ego outweighs skill, failure is inevitable. Precision counters punish brutal sloppiness. A painful lesson carved into scorched flesh. The loser is left with the ashes of self-esteem, but humiliation can be fuel for rebirth. Enduring pain to turn muscles into cold steel. It seeks masters to relearn fighting from zero. Learning to stand firm before learning to strike. Forced concentration technique replaces meaningless waste of power. Rhythm and reflexes honed through thousands of punches. And finally, facing its own wild nature. Absorbing nature's fury to control internal current. Chaos has been tamed into a focused energy source. The return, no longer the clumsy giant of the past. The battle begins with familiar destruction. But the outcome will not repeat. Speed and precision replace sluggishness. Accepting hits to create critical counterattack opportunities. Breaking opponent's center of gravity with basic martial arts technique. A perfect combo sequence programmed from iron discipline. Warrior senses pierce through any fog. The enemy pours everything into the final finisher. The deciding moment between inferno and thunder. Willpower transcends physical pain. Technique converges power into a single point. One strike ends it all. The old king has fallen. Victory belongs not to the strongest, but to the most steadfast. True strength has been forged in fire, and in the land of giants, Dratini's survival depends on its ability to become invisible. Flash ambush tactics, strike and vanish before the ripples spread. But when energy accumulation reaches its threshold, biology forces it to change. Dragonair. Ethereal beauty comes with a curse. It has nowhere left to hide. Safety ends, the hunt begins. Sharp reflexes deflect physical attacks, but are not enough to kill. The scent of blood triggers the ocean's frenzy. When the ocean turns its back, the sky is the only escape. But the sky has its own brutal gatekeepers. Trapped between shark jaws below and bird beaks above. The body is forced to adapt to constantly leaving the water. Biological limits are broken, no retreat left. In the moment of deepest despair, dormant genetic code is awakened. Bone structure rearranges to defy gravity. Dragonite is born. From prey, it transforms into an apex predator. Muscular strength combined with overwhelming elements. Inexperience in the new form leaves it vulnerable. Dragon's fury compressed into a single point. Hyper Beam, the final judgment. Absolute power obliterates all threats, victorious yet solitary in the vast ocean. When a child passes the trial of fire, the family comes to claim it. Mega Dragonite, the gatekeeper of the skies. The protection of the Great One. It has found its place in the new order. A new era of survival opens far from the dark seabed. The past is the abyss. The future is the sky. In this ancient primeval forest, water and sunlight are not the supreme sources of life. The power governing the ecosystem belongs to two opposing entities, taking turns to control proliferation and necrosis. Deep in the forest core, the creator hibernates in the guise of a petrified tree trunk. It absorbs minerals, creating a stable microclimate that shelters small creatures. When energy saturates, the bioluminescence process marks its awakening. Every step it takes stimulates the high-speed mitosis of the surrounding flora. But proliferation also attracts those who exploit resources to depletion. To protect the seedling generation, Xerneas intervenes with a wave of biological radiation. The population regulator does not take lives, it simply resets the order. At the opposite pole, the second law of thermodynamics is silently accumulating. Like a microscopic black hole, the cocoon strips away all the vitality of its surrounding environment. Upon reaching the threshold, the destroyer arises, bringing forth the cycle of necrosis. When a population overpopulates and disrupts the geological structure, the intervention of decaying radiation is inevitable. The apex predator drains energy to disband the chaos. Very rarely, these two cycles reach their zenith simultaneously at the boundary line. Nature does not allow life to expand to the point of erasing death. Light and darkness collide, creating an extreme pressure differential. The clash is not a fight to the death, but a measurement of ecological weight. The reverse osmosis paralyzes any attempt to strip away vitality. The consequence is the creation of an absolutely sterile spatial zone. There is no dominator. Balance is re-established. Following the light zone to grow and cultivate, and staying far away from the silent void where necrosis reigns. A grand cycle that never ceases, protecting the eternal pulse of this planet. In Galar's depths, life begins with darkness and keen visual adaptation. Timber turns timber into levers, a physical extension of its survival will. But predators know how to turn seismic tremors into ambush weapons. When wood shatters, instinct forces the creature to seek a new matter. In despair, The line between extinction and evolution grows thin. Steel is not just metal, it is a test for muscular limit. Boulder rises, shedding fragility to master industrial materials. Every skin scar witnesses a cycle of brutal conditioning. The rigidity of metal attracts the most cunning predators. One swing, steel tears the air, redefining the laws of territory. Yet, against tectonic rage, even the strongest steel must finally bend. When tools fail, power must return to the ancient roots of stone. Chemical condensation transforms mineral mud into life's pillars. Kiloude emerges, a grand architect from the ruins. Its flesh petrifies, forming an immovable entity. It does not just survive, it becomes the cavern's fulcrum. Concrete strikes, ending the hunt with the ruler's authority. Predators flee, frantically digging away from the power. As dust settles, rocks shatter to dust against concrete monuments. Heavy footsteps mark the end of an era of fragility. It steps into the sunset, carrying the strength of eternity. Under the sun, creature and matter are unified. The cave is sealed, a legacy shaped in concrete. Evolution is the endless journey of souls brave enough to change. In harsh geothermal conditions, life still finds a way to function resiliently. Electric's green fur acts as a permanent biological generator of static energy. Communication via electric pulses helps them coordinate perfectly in this dead land. Accidental static electricity awakens the beast sleeping deep beneath the earth. An ancient force awakens, threatening to incinerate all tiny living beings now. The dry mud becomes an extremely effective natural insulating armor for defense. Facing extinction, a mechanism of cellular transformation begins to activate now. Monarch emerges, its golden mane brilliantly challenging the intense volcanic heat. Lightning speed is the only weapon to counter the force of gravity. Despite its strength, biological limits are insufficient to overwhelm raw nature. Mega evolution is the pinnacle of releasing unlimited internal potential energy. The electrostatic field turns the ground into a lethal zone of power. The piercing current breaks all laws of physical defensive structures today. An explosive shockwave to re-establish the inherent order of nature itself. Order is established when the hunter becomes the ultimate dominant ruler. Collective survival is the core of all wild Pokémon species' existence. The eyes of a king who found truth in the deepest adversity. The great journey ends to open a new ecological era of life.
là anh nói cái mai mốt nữa, mai mốt mình xử lý
cái mình nhìn ngán nó mình tắt chi đất ra nó mua ấy
cái này luôn bên cái này cũng hay nhưng mà anh ví dụ như cái này mới này là cái phút thôi
cái phải vậy với các bạn
thôi cái này xong rồi em lại cho cái sợi
cái tôi xài đèn nó ghiền phải nó ghiền
còn một cái là phải mù coi lại là em
còn xếp là xếp gửi luôn cái lên luôn cái lên đèn cái lên lấy không
nghĩa là bên chia lên tận một không lấy thôi có thể có nhiều bạn làm mấy năm trời nhưng mà làm một dự án gì đó hay em đâu
tất nhiên là
đó thì phải được sao
những này
cái lên cho anh để